Good morning, friends. So, excuse the hair. I'm just curling my hair, so it's in a curl. Never mind that. But today is December 14th. It's the first day of the Oh What Fun Readathon that MacKenzie Lane is hosting. And you will have seen this morning that I started A Christmas Carol, but I had like 10 minutes to read while I ate, and then I had to go because I had a photo shoot this morning. So I went there, and then I came back to town, and I went to the grocery store and the dollar store to pick up a few things. So today is gonna be busy. So first of all, my plan is to definitely finish this book. I mean, it's not that long, and one of my friends figures she figures I could read it in an hour. I don't know about that. That's a little ambitious because well, first of all, let's see how many pages it is. It's only 138 pages, so it is short, but it's written in first person, but it's written more like somebody is telling you a story and not talking about their life. So I like that, I think. So Charles Dickens, this is my first Charles Dickens book, and I think it'll just take me a smidge to get the hang of it. Like, I'm only on page 12, so like I really just started. But then I have, they're upside down, these three yet as well. And then I think there were a couple that I'm still waiting for them from the library. So hopefully that comes in the beginning of the week, because today is Saturday. And so I'm hoping to get A Christmas Carol done today. And then I'll either start The Legend of Holly Claus. I want to start a second one today. So I'll either start The Legend of Holly Claus today, or I'll start This Present Darkness today. Because this one, The Bridge by Kingsbury, this one was just a filler. It didn't really meet any of the prompts. So that one's just if I have time or whatever. But anyway, let me show you what I'm doing today. So I just found these tempura shrimp from the Bilo store, and they're really, really good. So far, shrimp tempura is like the only kind of shrimp that I enjoy. So yeah, I'm really happy that I found these. However, they're kind of expensive, and they don't serve like a full meal. They're more like a filling snack. So unfortunately, they're a bit expensive. But it does come with dip. I'm just heating the frozen dip in some hot water right now. And then after that, I've got all the ingredients for one of those nuts and bolts snacks. So I'm gonna get that going today. So I've got all the ingredients here. So that will be good to have on hand. And then the other thing that I wanted to do today was film a few YouTube videos. So like, you guys, this is my very first book outlet purchase, and I'm really excited. I didn't know what it was because it was only supposed to come on Monday. But then I opened this and it was my order, and so I was like, no, I can't open it. I have to open it on a video. So I am saving this for the video. I will do that after lunch. So I'm just gonna be reading while I wait for my shrimp to cook, and then hopefully I can get this sucker finished today and get some YouTube videos as well. And yeah, I guess I'll catch up with you in a minute. And lunch is ready, and that's my dipping sauce. But did I say I was going to read while my shrimp cooked? Because I was on Instagram the whole time. So I guess we will read now. Hey, so it is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and a surprise to my friend, I did not finish this in an hour like I knew I wouldn't. She must be a speed reader or something, or maybe I'm extra slow. But I am on page 82, and I believe on Goodreads that means I am 60% of the way done. Hopefully when I go to bed, I can finish the rest of A Christmas Carol. To be honest, maybe I should tell you what I'm thinking about it so far. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm finding that my brain is wandering a lot and that I am skimming a little bit. It might be, I don't know, like let me know in the comments if you can relate, but could it be because I'm so familiar with the story that I can like anticipate what's gonna happen next or how each scene is gonna like resolve? But yeah, I don't know. So far there isn't too much different from what I know of the story to what I'm reading in the actual story, other than it seems like Scrooge is seeing his fault in how his life has turned out like quite a lot sooner than what a lot of the modern day depictions, I guess, show. Like it almost seems like on TV and movies that only at the end of the third day does he realize, oh, you know, but in the book itself, like he's coming to that realization like even with the first ghost. So that's basically the only difference that I've found. But yeah, let me know if you've read that book too and what you thought of it. So I got 2 videos filmed now and my throat is like, that's too much talking, stop talking. So we'll see how far I get in this clip. I am just gonna get ready to make the nuts and bolts mix that I wanna make. So I guess let's just get to it. Now I gotta get this baby down. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you the recipe that I have printed off. This is years ago. So you can pause or attempt to find the original from the link down at the bottom. So yeah, I printed it in 2007, so forever ago. So there's all the information. You can pause if you want to know it. So the first task is just to put all of the dry ingredients into the roaster. So I know that these Ritz crackers are supposed to be minis, but I haven't seen minis in the stores like for years. I don't know if they're more of a novelty thing now and you can only find them in certain stores or something, or who knows. So we have to go with the big ones. So first off, I'm just gonna mix everything in, give it a good mix. Oh, it's okay if they get crunched a bit or whatever, that's fine. I like to do this in phases, not all at once, because I like to make sure everything is like really well coated and not just a little bit of it. Good morning. So it is day 2 of the readathon And last night I had wanted to finish reading A Christmas Carol in bed as I fell asleep, but I just crashed. Apparently I was really tired and I crashed at 9 o'clock. So I did not get any reading done, which is pushing me behind of how I wanted to approach this readathon. So I'm going to sit here, drink my coffee, and try to finish this. I'm still at the same point that I was last time I checked in with you, on page 82 or 83. So I'm gonna sit here and drink my coffee and see how much of this I can get read. So I did manage to finish A Christmas Carol this morning, and then I had to head out because I went thrifting because there was a big sale. And anyway, I came home. Actually, I started feeling sick already in the store with earache and headache and stuff, and it just progressively got worse. And then when I came home, it was really bad, and I took some pills and it took forever for them to kick in. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Anyway, I went onto Instagram and I posted that I finished A Christmas Carol and that I wanted the opinion of my viewers to choose which book I read next, either The Legend of Holly Claus or Piercing the Dark, or This Present Darkness. And I didn't have too many people that voted. I had a lot of people that saw the post, but not too many people voted, and I'm not sure why. But anyway, most people picked this one, so this is the one I will pick up first, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm getting ready to have a bath and read This Present Darkness. I am 12 pages in, and I will admit that when I first started, look at, like, the text is really condensed and small, and then it's like 300 and some pages. I don't know if we can see that. Yeah, it's in the high 300 pages and really small text, so this is going to be a big one. But anyway, what I wanted to say was the first, I would say 2 pages that I was reading, I felt like my mind kept wandering and I just couldn't get into it. And then as soon as, like, I just pushed through, and as soon as I got, I guess technically page 12 is only 2 pages in, but basically when I got to this page, I think, or was it this page, doesn't matter, a couple pages in, then it got good. So after rereading the first 2 pages like 3 times because my mind kept wandering, I'm finally getting into it. So that's awesome. We'll have a bath and read a book. So I haven't really been updating you in the last like 2 days because it's just kind of been a weird week. I've just kind of been feeling like melancholy and low energy lately. So yeah. But I have been listening to This Present Darkness on audiobook, and I did manage to finish this today. If you listen to it on audiobook, the guy who narrates it, he reads it really slowly, so I sped up the audio quite a bit. But yeah, this one I'm giving a 4-star, although I don't know if, I might reread it in the future when I forget a little bit more. I could see myself maybe rereading it, and I would recommend. It is about spiritual warfare, and it follows a lot of different perspectives, and I guess follows corruption in the town of Ashton, and the new newspaper owner and his headstrong reporter. They are kind of following the leads and following the evidence where it is leading, and then there's obviously forces against them, and then we also see the perspective of the angels as well as the demons who are fighting each other for the souls of Ashton. So it's a pretty powerful book. It's got a few triggers. I would say triggers would be for suicide, cults, rape. Yeah. So yeah. But I would recommend it because I think it really conveys a really strong, powerful message. I was gonna go with The Legend of Holly Claus next, but I think The Bridge by Karen Kingsbury might fulfill the same prompts that Holly Claus was supposed to fulfill. I'll have to double check the list. But because this one is so short, and this one is so not short, I think I'm gonna try the smaller one just because I've only got 2 books in for this readathon so far, and I want to see if I can get more in. So I'm gonna go with this one. Maybe I can just hammer this one out real quick and I'll still have time to start this one. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, well, that's enough for an update. I didn't actually start this yesterday, but I have gotten over halfway into it today. This young couple who become friends in college, and they're kind of like betrothed in a way to other people, but end up falling in love in college, but not knowing it because it's like a friends to lovers thing. Anyway, The Bridge is in reference to the local bookstore near the college where they hang out all the time, and that's essentially kind of like where they end up falling in love because that's where they spend all their time together. And then it fast forwards 7 years when this couple have parted ways. They haven't seen each other for 7 years, and the couple who owns the bookstore, we are also following their story and how the bookstore is in a crisis now. And so far in the book, the man in the younger couple, the man is kind of feeling like he wants to contribute and help to save the bookstore, and so he's starting off like a charitable thing. He's heading up some kind of organization event thing, so to keep this bookstore going. And that's as far as I am. So I'm assuming that they reconnect during their efforts to save the bookstore. So it sounds really cool, and I like that it focuses on like a library and books and stuff. Today I finished The Bridge by Karen Kingsbury. This one, I'm going to be giving it a 3.75. It was filled with a lot of tropes, and one of them I specifically don't like in romance novels or movies or TV shows, whatever. Anyway, this follows Molly and Ryan. They meet up in college, they become friends, they do all their studying together at this little bookstore nearby, and they get to know the owner and his wife of the bookstore, and they kind of, have a nice connection with the owners. And throughout the 2 years that they're together in college, they develop a really strong relationship to the point that they have fallen in love with each other, but they're not really aware of it until after the fact. He actually has a girlfriend in a different city, and she has kind of a boyfriend. It's someone her dad wants her to marry, but she isn't into that idea because she's not interested in that guy. But anyway, she feels the pressure from her family to go ahead and end up with that guy. Anyway, so they don't actually reveal their feelings for each other. And then the last day that they're together, something happens, and then they don't speak again for 7 years. And the thing that brings them together 7 years later is that the owner of the bookshop, he is in a really bad accident and he's in a coma, as well as his bookstore has gone through a flood and the insurance wasn't enough to repair the damages and restock the bookshelves, so the bookstore is going under. So these two kind of come together to try and save the bookstore. Why I am giving this one a 3.75. I wasn't sure where I wanted to put this one in my ratings list, but it's gonna go there for now. It's December 20th, so the second last day of the Readathon, and I have just cracked open The Legend of Holly Claus by Brittney Ryan, and so far it's really cute. It definitely is a middle grade, and so far all that we've been introduced to really is Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, and they live in the land of immortals, which is called Forever. In Forever, the land of immortals, so forever. But yeah, like right off the bat, there's like goblins and dragons and fairies, and it's just very whimsical, and I'm really excited to get into this. So yeah, I'm only 18 pages in, but I thought I'd just give you a update before I really get into it. So it's Saturday, the last day of the Readathon, and I have to be honest, I'm just not in the mood to read today. I'm still only a teeny way through The Legend of Holly Claus, and it is cute and interesting. I haven't got any further than when I updated you last. I do want to read this one, but I just don't know if I can read it today. I'm just so distracted with like YouTube and art and cleaning and editing and drinking my coffee. I don't know. So we'll see how the rest of today goes. Hopefully I can find it in myself to pick this book up and maybe finish it today. It is really large font and it shouldn't be hard to read, so hopefully I can do that today still. Hey guys, so just wrapping up my Oh What Fun Readathon experience. It was fun actually. This was the Readathon. This is my third Readathon now that I've done, and I have read the most books in this particular Readathon. So I would say so far it's a success. Okay, so the point, kind of the goal of this Readathon is to either make it onto the nice list or the naughty list, or if you're really ambitious, try to achieve Santa status. I did not achieve Santa status. In fact, I don't know that I really achieved either of the lists, but if you could combine, like there's 5 prompts for each list, if you could combine all the 10 prompts and then just pick 5, then I might have got it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so first off, I went with A Christmas Carol. This one, everybody knows the tale of Ebenezer Scrooge and the 3 ghosts, Ghost of Christmas Past, Ghost of Christmas Present, and Ghost of Christmas Future. So this book I'm giving a 3-star. The writing was a little tricky because it is Old English, so not my fave. So that was that one. And then I moved on to, okay, so actually for the prompts, that one fits set during winter or Christmas, and it also fits a book published in December. So I got 2 from the nice list. Now, one of the prompts from the nice list is read a book in Christmas PJs. I don't own Christmas PJs, so I read in my house coat. So I'm kind of counting that as I ticked it off. Another prompt on the nice list is to read the 25th book on your TBR. So at the time when I looked at my TBR on Goodreads, This Present Darkness was the 25th book on my TBR. So I picked this one up next by Frank E. Peretti. This one is about spiritual warfare. It has nothing to do with Christmas at all, but this one was good. This book I'm giving a 4-star because the content in here, though it touches on a lot of heavy topics and ideas, I think the message throughout the book is super important. So I'm giving that one a 4-star. Then, just because I felt like it, I picked up The Bridge by Kingsbury and I read this one. This one I'm giving a 3.75. It is kind of your typical Christmas romance. It's got quite a few tropes: second chance romance, friends to lovers. The thing that I didn't like about this one was that it very much was centered on the whole miscommunication trope, which I do not like. But the whole Christmassy vibe, and that it's largely based around a bookstore and the bookstore's owner, and so there's a lot of book classic references and book references and stuff, so that I really liked about this. So 3.75 for that one. Lastly, I picked up The Legend of Holly Claus by Brittney Ryan. This one, I only made it to page 95, and I think that's like, I don't know, like 13% of the way done. So I can't really count it as a completed read, but I started it for the Readathon. I don't know anything about this one other than Holly Claus is meant to be the daughter of Santa Claus, so we'll see what kind of adventures ensue from that. So the prompt on the nice list that I did not fulfill was to have the word light in the title, because the book that I had picked out for that still hasn't come from the library, so I don't have anything for that. The only way I'm kind of like cheating, I guess, I don't know, is This Present Darkness has the word dark in the title, and that was one of the naughty list prompts. So if I could just swap those two prompts from the nice list and the naughty list, then I kind of made it onto the naughty list. So that's what we're gonna say. These were the books that I got to for the Oh What Fun Readathon, and I will leave MacKenzie Lane's channel link down below. And yeah, I think I'll probably try this again next Christmas. We'll see. What kind of Christmassy reads are you guys reading? Let me know in the comments below, and